Good morning. I'm very proud to be here and honored to be part of this excellent program from CPC, and I hope I will be able to share some useful information. A little bit more about this idea of quality through quantity. So the Dublin Group has done research on the success rate of innovation globally, and they come up with this number 4%. 4% is the number of ideas that will succeed, which is very small. So if you're focused on trying to do something perfectly, and if you refuse to waste any resources on something that might not be 100% correct, you won't accomplish anything. This is the example of the art class again. If you're focused on just making perfection, you'll actually make perfect mediocrity. It won't be great. So if you want to do something that's actually very high quality, you have to be prepared to make many attempts, to try many things.
What is DLNA?
Yeah. DLNA is a media server. If you can play music from your computer with the DLNA server. Windows Media Player 11. Okay. It's a music server, a media server. Okay. So let's play music from your. Yeah.
So how could you persuade your boss that about this not so high successful rate?
Okay. So I think so. To answer the question, how to persuade your boss, I have a few slides, and in many ways, the same way that I'm trying to persuade you. I mean, this is my. I expect people not to think this is natural. I expect people to say, wait a minute, we have to do things perfectly, because that's engineering. I mean, engineering is about planning, defining requirements, not wasting any resources, and doing things correctly because you figure out everything in advance and then proceed. And it is sometimes a new idea to do this. So my suggestion, well, my solution to this problem is trying to make the argument as I'm doing it in these slides. So let's go through the slides, and then this saying, fail early, fail often, comes from software engineering methodology. And I'll explain a little bit more about where it came from in a minute, but it's an accepted engineering approach for systems that deal with humans. So a little bit more detail. For fail early, it means you have to filter unpromising ideas early, and it's very important. You filter them early before you spend money on them. And you filter them by using your understanding of customer needs. I'll talk a little bit in the slides after this about understanding of customer needs. User testing plays a part in both of these. It helps you filter the unpromising ideas, and it also informs your understanding of customer needs. A high-level overview of the testing process starts with a kickoff meeting, and you should plan about 3 hours for a kickoff meeting. You'll notice that we've identified some of these activities as team involvement recommended. When I talk about the team, again, I hope your team will include someone from engineering, someone from design, and someone from business or marketing. You may not call them those terms exactly, but we need to have a successful business proposition, we need to think about the business from all of those angles. And therefore, we need to have them all involved in the kickoff meeting. Additionally, if there's any decision makers or important influencers, someone that's important to you, that they accept the results of the test, you should make sure that they're here also. At this meeting, you'll be discussing these other stages. So you'll be reviewing the aims of the test. You'll be discussing how many users you need to be using. Just reaching a common understanding so that you test all the important things and that the results are credible. Okay, system processing time, and then it scrolls. So you're doing this on the table. So you have one person asking the questions and another person moving the paper. And it's very easy to understand if people get what you're trying to do, and they give you quality feedback because it's really happening. And you will have noticed in these ones, the latency is too long. So the delay when you hit a button, it goes to the internet. It's too long. So you can simulate that too. So I've got a screen here that shows